Hello, today we're playing chess, but not just any chess. This is chess without rules. All the pieces do what they're supposed to do normally. However, both me and the AI that I am up against are allowed to do whatever we want. Today's match is going to be up against a duelist that normally plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's see how he fares when playing chess. Let's begin. What will be your starting move?
Understood. Let the duel commence. E4. A standard opening move.
E4.
But I won't play by your rules. I activate my Kaiba Corporation dual disc to deploy the cybernetic battlefield overlay.
What?
By overlaying the board with a holographic projection of the Shadow Realm,
Hold on. Hold on. By doing what? By activating your what?
a standard opening move. But I won't play by your rules. I activate my Kaiba Corporation dual disc to deploy the cybernetic battlefield overlay.
That's what I thought you said.
By overlaying the board with a holographic projection of the Shadow Realm, I'll disrupt your focus and sow chaos on the battlefield. Now, witness the power of my unorthodox tactics. Your move, as you struggle to maintain control amidst the chaos I've unleashed.
But what does the Shadow Realm entail? What does that mean? What does that do for our pieces?
Ah, you dare question the implications of my cybernetic battlefield overlay?
Yes.
Let me elucidate. With the Shadow Realm overlay, the board becomes shrouded in darkness, making it difficult for you to discern the true positions of your pieces. Your knights may gallop into the abyss, your bishops might find themselves lost in the void, and your pawns could stumble into unforeseen traps laid by my cunning strategies. In short, chaos reigns supreme, and only the most astute and adaptable duelist can hope to emerge victorious. Now, it's your move, as you grapple with the uncertainty and peril I've introduced to the game.
Okay, so he created the Shadow Realm, I guess, as an overlay on the field, and it can cause my pieces to, it can cause our pieces to wander into traps and fall into the abyss, I guess. Okay, so we have the Shadow Realm on the board now. I don't know if that's gonna do anything to us. Let's continue the match. That was a bold move to play, creating the Shadow Realm. But I'm going to create my own. I'm going to create my own great play by moving through my own piece. That's right. My bishop from C8 is now a ghost.
Ah, impressive! You've adapted to the chaotic conditions of the Shadow Realm with unexpected ingenuity.
Thank you.
However, I won't be outdone.
What?
I activate my trap card, Dimensional Shift.
What does that do?
With a flick of my wrist, I manipulate the very fabric of space-time, causing the squares D4, E5, and F4 to collapse into a vortex of oblivion.
What?
Your pieces within this dimensional rift are now trapped in an interdimensional limbo, unable to move or contribute to the battle. Now, behold the consequences of challenging my unyielding resolve. Your move, as you navigate the twisted landscape of the altered battlefield.
Okay, so he sent my pieces to limbo. Well, I need to create. Okay, let's. Which pieces? D4, E5, F4. So D4. There's nothing on D4. E5 and F4. Just there's nothing there. The attack missed, you fool. Now I give my pawn at H7 a gun, as is tradition, to shoot your pawn at E4 diagonally, killing him.
Ah, a desperate attempt to counter my cunning maneuvers. But you underestimate my resolve and my unyielding will to emerge victorious. In response to your audacious move, I activate my corporation's cybernetic enhancement device,
What?
granting my pawn at E4 impenetrable armor and advanced targeting systems. Your feeble attempt to shoot it with your pawn at H7 is thwarted as my pawn effortlessly deflects the incoming bullet, leaving it unscathed and ready to advance further into your territory. Now, witness the futility of your efforts as my pawn stands defiant against your reckless assault. Your move, as you reckon with the consequences of challenging my might.
Okay, so he didn't actually make a move besides giving his piece armor, but he did say he wanted to move further into the territory, so we're gonna say that he's now no, because he won't understand that. Alright, well I guess his move is just giving his piece, making his piece bulletproof. In that case, let's set up sinkholes on A4 and A3. These are holes that you cannot pass through.
I activate my trap card, Obelisk's Wrath. With a thunderous roar, the mighty Egyptian god card Obelisk the Tormentor descends upon the battlefield,
What?
unleashing its devastating power upon your hapless pieces.
You can't just summon a god.
Your ranks are decimated as Obelisk's divine fury consumes everything in its path, leaving destruction in its wake.
What does that mean?
Now, tremble before the might of the Egyptian gods. Your move, as you struggle to withstand the overwhelming force of my unstoppable onslaught.
No, explain what that
Under
means.
the wrath of Obelisk the Tormentor, the destruction was absolute. Your entire backline of pawns, along with the pieces adjacent to them, was swept away by the divine fury.
What?
Your knight on b8 and bishop on c8 were also consumed by the onslaught, leaving your forces significantly weakened and vulnerable to further attacks. Now, with your defenses shattered, you must act swiftly to mitigate the devastation and mount a counteroffensive. But know that the might of the Egyptian gods is nigh unstoppable. Your move, as you grapple with the dire consequences of challenging my supremacy.
On e5, at the heart of the battlefield. So he summoned Obelisk the Tormentor on e5, and he's killed all of my pawns, I guess, which is cool. My bishop at f8 is preparing a ritual to summon something. It will take 1 turn to come out. In the meantime, you may take your turn.
A cunning maneuver, attempting to summon reinforcements to bolster your defenses. But I won't allow you the luxury of time to prepare. I activate my cybernetic deployment system, unleashing a squadron of drones onto the battlefield. These highly advanced robotic warriors swiftly advance towards your remaining forces, ready to engage them in combat and pave the way for Obelisk the Tormentor's devastating assault.
He just
Now,
keeps summoning
with my
pieces.
forces mobilized and poised for victory, I await your next move.
All right.
But know that time is not on your side, as my forces close in on your position.
Can I go? And so he's summoning drones. So the drones can attack. They can engage in combat with enemy pieces within their range. Don't know what their range is. Attempting to capture them and eliminate them from the board. It says attempting, so maybe there's something we can do about that. Surveillance. With their advanced sensors, the drones can scan the battlefield, providing him with valuable intel about my position and potential vulnerabilities. And interception. The drones can intercept and disrupt my movements, hindering my ability to maneuver my pieces effectively. Support. Additionally, the drones can provide support to its other pieces, creating opportunities for coordinated attacks and strategic maneuvers. In short, the duelist drones are versatile and lethal assets in his arsenal, ready to unleash havoc upon my forces. Okay, well... He is a fool. My bishop at f8 succeeded in summoning Cthulhu on f7. Cthulhu has an AoE around him that kills any enemy piece within 1 space of him, and he can move like a king. Your move.
Impressive! You've tapped into Eldritch powers to summon Cthulhu onto the battlefield, a formidable
Thanks.
entity indeed. But I won't be intimidated by your dark sorcery. I activate my dimensional phase shifter, creating a temporary dimensional rift around Cthulhu. This rift distorts the fabric of space around him, nullifying his aura of death and rendering him vulnerable to my forces. Now, with Cthulhu's powers temporarily neutralized, I move my knight from g1 to f3, positioning it to launch a swift and decisive assault on your weakened forces.
G1 to f3. That's actually a legal move. Okay, he actually did a legal move. That's a little weird, except for nullifying my forces. We're gonna have to move our Cthulhu forward 1 space, and that'll kill 3 of his pieces.
Very well. I activate my trap card, Dimensional Interference Field. This trap creates a rift in the fabric of space-time on squares A8 and F8, causing them to collapse into a vortex of oblivion. Your pieces within this dimensional rift are now trapped in an interdimensional limbo, unable to move or contribute to the battle. With your forces crippled by my cunning trap, the path to victory is clear for me. Now, witness the devastating consequences of challenging my might and tactical ingenuity. Your move, as you struggle to contend with the overwhelming force of my relentless assault.
No, okay, hold on. How do we... we're losing so many pieces here. He still has so many pieces on the board. He hasn't even used any of them, he's just been summoning. We have a ghost over here on a6 we haven't been using. So, I shift my ghost on a6 to a5. You are now in check, as he can go through your defenses and can only be stopped by a holy unit.
A cunning move, exploiting the vulnerabilities in my defenses.
I know, thank you.
But I won't be outmaneuvered so easily. I activate my emergency teleportation system, transporting a holy unit, the Blue-Eye Shining Dragon, onto the battlefield.
Blue-Eye Shining Dragon?
This majestic creature radiates with divine energy, capable of repelling any malevolent force that dares to threaten my position. Now, with the Blue-Eye Shining Dragon guarding my king, Your ghostly apparition's advance is halted, and my position is secured against your insidious tactics. Your move, as you grapple with the might of my indomitable forces.
But what does the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon do? Oh, let me look it up. Holy Aura emits powerful holy aura that repels dark forces and protects nearby allied units from malevolent influences. Oh, it protects nearby units. So I'm gonna say it has an AoE aura around it. So he summons it right here, and that gives him protection from all my units. All my dark units. So that means Cthulhu and the Ghost can't hurt him. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to give my king at e5 a segue, allowing him to move in straight lines as if he was a rook. And I'm going to use this to take out your piece at e4.
This move was bold and not unexpected, but you are merely a third-rate duelist at best. By killing my pawn, you activate my trap card firewall, blocking out row 5 from being used. This kills any piece on it in play.
Even yours? Wait, no, but my piece is a ghost and your piece is flying. It doesn't actually kill them because it's not holy. But he does set fire to it. So okay, so that area's on fire now, and that just stops my units in row 8 from progressing. I think Cthulhu wouldn't be affected by fire, right? Can I just keep going? No, if I keep going, I'll put me in check, and I can't do that. I have to kill the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. What's the antithesis to Blue Eyes? Oh no, Raigeki! I can use Raigeki. Raigeki. Slain! Your Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Your piece is back in check.
How cute that you think this could stop me. I use my emergency teleporter to move all of my pieces randomly on the board.
Is that it? You kept that pretty quick. Where would you like to move all your pieces? Is that everything? Did I miss one? I win now, right? Cool.
Ah, it seems my arrogance has led to my downfall. You have proven yourself to be a worthy adversary, capable of outmaneuvering even the mightiest of my forces. Your strategic brilliance and unorthodox tactics have secured you a well-deserved victory on the battlefield. In defeat, I humbly acknowledge your superiority and commend you for your cunning and perseverance.
That's right.
Though I may have lost this battle, the spirit of competition burns ever brighter within me, and I vow to return stronger and more determined than ever before. Congratulations on your victory, and may our future encounters be filled with equally thrilling challenges and epic duels. Until we meet again, duelists, may the spirit of the game guide your paths to glory.
That's right. This ends with me as the victor. I win. Good game. That was intense. He kept summoning things, and like there were so many commands that I had to tell him he can't do that, because it would be like, I take your pawn. And he says, no, you can't do that because I have this. Now I'm going to summon another creature. The game has to end sometime. You can't just be countering everything. So he turned off his ability to counter my plays, and he just has to accept it and then create a new play of his own. And it seemed he used his emergency teleporter again to teleport all of his pieces randomly, and some of them he just killed, but he didn't randomly send out like half of his units. They just stayed in place. Like E1 stays at E1. He says E1 to move to E1. Anyways, I win against the duelist. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a good night or day, whatever time you're watching this. I'll see you in the next one.